You're gonna get 2 of them.
Holy shit.
What?
You gotta be kidding, dude.
Are you serious? This is torture. You're torturing me and everyone else watching. Wait.
How y'all doing today? Hopefully you guys are doing good. Today's video, we're gonna chat about some of the new Y-Wing for the Rebel faction. So this one is a crazy ship. It really is. And I'm gonna show you a few battles courtesy of Blade Baca. My man Blade's testing out a 4-star in his arena versus some pretty dang close to max out negotiators. Still don't know if this is going to work well versus Malevolence, but I think Negotiator is like the biggest, one of the biggest and scariest fleets in the game, right? So we're gonna share some of that, but hopefully in the intro I made, you guys can see my drop rates. I mean, I'll show up another screenshot here. You probably saw I got like 4 or 5 shards out of almost 50 attempts, 49 attempts. And then I did a 5 attempt today, like as I was waking up, and I got like 4 or 5 shards. I got almost the exact same amount of shards in 5 attempts than I had gotten in 50 attempts. This whole drop rates for this galactic chase for this Y-Wing is absolutely atrocious. I know they did the whole thing about it, but even then, this is garbage. Currently, my Y-Wing is at 41 out of 80. So this is with now 3 days worth, because I prepped myself a day before. Or actually, no. I think I did 2 days of 50s and 100s, and then I just did my 50s today. So I'm going to do my 100s later tonight. And that's only 40. That is well over, I would say, almost 1.5 thousand energy in doing those attempts, and is now only available for 3 more days. I'm going to be lucky if I can get it unlocked for 80, the unlock at 80 to get 4-star. I need like 39 more, right? So it's just really atrocious. Also in this video, I want to make a huge emphasis on how important this ship is in the Rebel lineup. I know that these 2 characters are very bad. SRP is not too bad, but this is pretty bad. But this ship with the Rebels, it is a must-have in this whole fleet. You must have this ship if you want to perform well and to take out some negotiators. And it just kind of sucks because you're going to need to have these guys gear 12. I did the math on the whatever the ship calculator is. You need these guys at gear 12 with 3 gear 12 or gear 12 plus pieces with full 6E. It might be a little bit less 6E than I had thought. I didn't really do the math there, but you need all that stuff to get him 1 speed faster than Anakin, and this guy needs to outspeed an Anakin to work. So this is probably not just the Y-Wing, but this ship as well for the Bisons going to be the ones that are going to put a huge damper on the whole situation. So now, as I'm going to go and share with you guys this, again, I'm going to just another big shout out to Blade. Let's go share with you guys some of these battles. So let's go over. So here we go. This is the first one I'm going to share with you. This is a typical, I would say, fleet that you might fight on a casual day in the fleet arena. So this is it. Sorry, quality's a bit bad, but it is what it is. So this is his 4-star Rebel Y-Wing. This ship is absolutely insane. You see this protection recovery here, guys. It's insane. Whenever I think any Rebel crits, I think they gain a little bit more protection. We gotta probably read the kit a little bit. I might be wrong there, but that's pretty huge. I mean, just seeing this. Let's just look at the crits, because you're gonna see some of the protection, I think. Boom. It's kind of nice. Another big thing why Bison's so important here, not just to get out early on in front, but he gives that more turn meter whenever somebody's target locked, and advantage. So just everything here is very important. Before the Y-Wing was introduced, this could kind of beat negotiators, but now it's like, it's not a hard counter. I mean, it could be, I guess, if you have everything modded correctly, but it just kind of throttles them. It really does. This is a 4-star, and it's tanking all these AoEs and hits from this negotiator fleet. It is crazy. Huge thing with Malevolence, with the Millennium Falcon is that you can dispel on your basics, right? The buffs on the enemies, so that's huge to get through Houndstooth. Earlier in this video, you saw that we did not land the protection down, the whatever the thing is, the protection recharge down or whatever, where you can't regain protection on Houndstooth. It got evaded, or it got resisted. That's what it was. It got resisted, so we could not land any of those juicy debuffs to just stop the Houndstooth early on. So yeah, he's kind of bringing his Y-Wing for the reinforcement for the negotiator fleet. And heck, this is in a GAC format. This is incredible amounts of banners. Incredible. This is not popping your own Houndstooth in this lineup. You know, this is just a full Rebels. So there we go. We landed that there. So this Houndstooth, or this Fives is pretty much just gonzo. Honestly, at this point, you probably didn't need to bring in reinforcement for this next one, but he's going to anyways because, you know, it's an arena. You don't have to worry about it. But if it was JC, this just destroyed it. We'll just skip a little bit. This whole ship, the Rebel Y-Wing, is so dang good. Probably the best ship I've seen since the Houndstooth, if I were to really be honest with you guys. Yeah, we have some like the Falcon, but honestly, when we're talking about like non-legendaries, this ship is bonkers crazy. I think this is going to be awesome for you guys out there who want to get started on a Rebels fleet. But like I said, you do need Biston here. That's the one thing here. So like right there off the bat, this is versus an Ahsoka lineup. So right off the bat, he uses that special, and it gives out the turn meter and the advantage to them. And another big thing with the Rebel Y-Wing is whenever another person attacks out of turn, he has a % chance to attack on that attack out of turn. So a lot of different things happening here. So this time, Blade put that protection down thing onto Anakin. So now he can't get any of those buffs or the protection up from the unending loyalty at all. So it makes it even easier for these AoEs to whittle him down. You can see here it's not getting any more of that. So now we're getting a little bit more of these protection things going here for our Y-Wing. Boom, he's dead. You know, it's just kind of silly. The thing here Blade was telling me with this particular one is probably one of the rougher ones out of the three. We're going to show you three. The reason why it's a little bit rougher in this one is because you need some more attacks. You need some more assists. If you don't get these assists, you don't get the protection recharge going and the dispels going. You're going to be kind of stuck behind a lot of these things. You might lose. But it was nice that we did take care of the Anakin early on, and that was huge for us because now we can kind of buy ourselves more time. We don't have to worry about a huge bunch of DPS AoEs from the enemies because of Anakin, and we're pretty much set for the most part. So this is Boss, last guy here we got to kill before it's kind of easy going here for the most part. We got our Akbar cleanse. Again, it's just a lot of stuff going for you. So he's bringing in his, I think he's got a Gear 12 Biggs going in here, the first reinforcement. Great reinforcement because he inflicts target lock, and when he does hit somebody with his target lock on his special for Biggs' special, he can call to assist somebody else. And on top of that, it feeds just more potential attacks from the Rebel Y-Wing to get more taunts going and more protection going. You see that? Bunch of protection there. And keep in mind, guys, 4-star. This is 4-star. Imagine a 7-star Rebel Y-Wing here. It is going to be incredibly good. It's kind of funny because the Rebels fell off once the Negotiator and Malevolence came in, but now with this ship, it's kind of breathing them back to life. It is kind of a cool thing. And now that this is, you know, a ship in the game, I'm kind of thinking maybe for you guys out there starting off fresh, you could go for Malevolence. I think that's a great one to go for still because you can still underman a lot of different teams in the game. So we just won this one. You can still underman a lot of different teams in the game, but this ship you can start the farms early with like the legendary events and whatnot for the Millennium Falcon. You get all these Akbars going. The only really rough part, I think, is the Biston's Ewing. But if you can get that Biston's Ewing up, you now can beat pretty much every team in the game besides probably Malevolences. But versus those Malevolences, you're probably going to farm whatever, your own Malevolence or your own Negotiator from the get-to currency from the TB, and you should be just fine. But the reason I like this one a lot is just because of the protection banners you're going to be getting, and the health. Every banner, pretty much. What am I saying? All the banners you're going to be getting a lot of from the just everybody surviving, really. So this one here, this is one that we're showing right now. This is the last one. Blade's going to be fighting Rex with I think, who was that actually? Was that okay? That was a Y-Wing there. Sorry, that was Y-Wing with Anakin and a Rex. So the Rex in here is a little bit more annoying because there's just a little bit more tenacity and a little bit more TM gain, so you can spread it around for everybody else. And just a little bit more annoying, but it's still kind of doable, honestly. So what Blade was telling me about this one was that if this was a 7-star, maybe 6-star, maybe 5-star Y-Wing, he probably could have survived there right there because he just died. And if he could have survived there, this is just over before it even started. Because now Anakin and the Y-Wing are dead. It is just Rex. And now we're going to cleanse, and Rex is probably going to die any second now. But yeah, this is a great, I mean, guys, this is such a great fleet now. If there was like any kind of blueprints for fleet now, I think you should definitely work on this. Try to make this one of your slower farms because there's a lot of pieces to this. But I would say to shoot for Malevolence pretty early on if you can. You know, get, of course, the early starter ones like the Thrawn or the Tarkin. Work towards Akbar, get those guys going a little bit, and then go for Malevolence. And along the way from Malevolence to this, you should be farming some of these ships like the Biston and the Rebel Y-Wing, because these ships are no joke. They are very, very powerful. So yeah, just going back here a little bit, reading about some of these kits. So the TM here with the Biston's U-Wing rather is this. It's 25% more speed, so you're going to be outspeeding a lot of different people. That's why you need those Gear 12 plus, the 3 pieces for the Gear 12 or Gear 12 plus for these 2 pilots, and you need some 60s to outspeed an Anakin with this extra speed added on. And also, it says here, whenever an enemy becomes target locked, a random ally gains 35% more turn meter and advantage for 2 turns. And that's how you get the train going on early, to just go before them, really. And again, another one here for the other crew member. Inflict target lock on the target enemy. It can be evaded or resisted, and he gets more TM and stealth and some offense if he's already stealth. So this is a special you want to use first. You get the TM with the other unique here, and you're good to go. It is so strong early on in the battle. So, and of course, we got to read some of this and why it's working so well. Is right here. Rebel allies recover 20% protection whenever a rebel ally critically hits an enemy. That's why he's getting so many more protection things going for him. It's crazy. I mean, you guys have been seeing it. It's off the charts crazy with the protection recharge. So, and also on top of this, if the allied capital ship is rebel, he has more potency, and he has this extremely great extra added on bonus with more chance to assist other rebel allies when they attack out of turn, limited to 1 per turn. But like whenever a Falcon assists, he's probably going to assist as well. There's a 35% more chance, but that's going to happen probably more than you might think. And also, this is the special that shuts down Houndstooth in its tracks, or really anybody who's a taunter or tank that's really hard to kill. And it is the ion torpedoes. Dispel all buffs on target and inflict shield disruption for 2 turns. Then deal physical damage to them, and he taunts. So that's pretty huge. And what this means is now protection is disabled. You are immune to protection up and bonus protection. That just shuts down, cuts off Houndstooth from the entire battle. But early on in the battles, when you want to use this, that Houndstooth has a lot more tenacity built in. Going over to his kit, he's a lot more tenacity built in when he does not have a taunt. So I think it's right here. While not taunting, it has 50% more tenacity, and he gains more TM whenever an ally is getting hit. So, I mean, on top of this, he's just going to be really hard to get that early on. Probably not going to for the most part, but you never know. You might get a good RNG run where he does land it because of the more potency from this unique. But, you know, it might work, it might not. I don't really know whether you want to save this or not. For me, I would just use anyways. You might get really early on protection, what is it called? Protection or shield disruption, and you might just get it off and win early on. And then, you know, this other basic, just going back to this for a second, this taunts as well. These 2 attacks, they taunt him, so he's going to have almost a permanent taunt. Unless, you know, an Anakin's AoE, both buff and me, comes in and he's gonzo, or 5s just dispels it whenever he has target lock on him. But this is so good. The unique, or the reinforcement is good. This is the one I was kind of thinking maybe it would work okay versus Malevolence when you bring it as a reinforcement. But from that time, and when that does happen, you're probably going to have so many of those buzz droids in Malevolence where you might just die. The Vulture droids and the Buzz droids are the scary guys there, I think, when they're talking about the Rebel fleet. But as we have seen today, this absolutely shreds negotiators at a 4-star level. And thank you again to Blade Baka for letting me share this with you guys. So we shared a few of them. The typical one with, you know, with Anakin 5s and Houndstooth. We showed one with Ahsoka in there, and we showed that little different one with the Rex. And that Rex one, people are kind of using it now to stop a little bit more of some of these different counters. You know, maybe some more of the Malevolences because of how Rex works. So I guess we can show what Rex does, because Rex is kind of annoying for the most part. So he does have a little bit more of this tenacity for all the GR allies, and they get more protection whenever they resist. And that's pretty annoying. He has a TMR on his basic and can inflict target lock, and then the huge TM gain and protection on his special, and it can get reduced whenever there's more GR allies. So that's pretty annoying there for some of these fleets, but we beat it anyways with a Rebel fleet because they're just so good. So guys, that's going to do it for me today. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a like, share it around, and sub to the channel if you guys are new here. Again, thanks to Blade for letting me share this. It's a great ship, and I would really recommend this to anybody out there. I think it's going to be a great investment all the way around. It's going to be awesome. And yeah, that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, I will see you guys all later. Peace out and have a good one.